Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, folks of all ages, I thought I'd just do a quick live stream. Hopefully we don't get interrupted. I did just make a sale, so that's a good thing. Sold a DVD set that I got for almost nothing at a rummage sale last week. I think I paid $1 for it or something. Sold it for 20 bucks. Not a bad sale, but not great either. But hey, it's a sale. And I sold a guitar pedal today for 75, so that's not bad either. Sorry about the mess in the background there. For some reason on the... Hi, Margot. First, you're probably only. But for some reason on my camera here, I can see a lot more than I can see in the background up there. Because if you look, let me see if that works. I have a whole bunch of stuff on the wall back there, but it's like a close-up version. Maybe I'm on the wrong camera. No, I only have one camera. I have all sorts of stuff up there, so I don't know. Now it shows it. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Dawn. No, you're third, Dawn. Cindy was just in just before you. Anyway, so now I'm going to put the camera back down so you can actually see me. So we're going to do a little bit of a haul video today. This is actually from today and yesterday, but most of it's all from Goodwill, Salvation Army, and various and sundry thrift stores that I go to. Wednesday's my big day, so I like to do the videos on Wednesday. You're still the shit? Yeah, you are, Dawn. But anyway, so we'll go through it real quick. First item, and don't buy these, but I buy them because I'm a Volkswagen collector. This is an Avon bottle. As you can see, it's a Volkswagen. I get them for $1 a piece. I mean, they're not... Avon bottles suck. Don't buy them. I mean, there's a few out there I'm sure that are worth some money, but I have the whole collection. There's a red, a blue. I think I have 2 blacks now. Oh, you're a turd. Well, you're the shit too, so that's a good thing, right? So these... this is oil and vinegar. This is, let me pull that off so we don't break it. It is Lennox. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that. This is Lennox Salt and Pepper Village. And this little set right here, just this little set, oops, I got to tighten that back up. Just this little set right here goes for $45, maybe 50 bucks. I saw it at a thrift store on my way home today. I paid a total of $3, so that ain't a bad little investment there. It holds oil and vinegar. The tops come off. They've been used, so I got to clean them up, but they still should sell for $40 or $50. These ones are from 1995. You can see on the bottom it says Lennox, fine porcelain, all that stuff. Should get 50 bucks for that one. And not to be outdone, I got the garlic and cheese as well. This one I don't think sells for as much. It is from 1993, but it's also the Lennox Village. Just says the Lennox Village cheese and garlic set. So I know that these bases here, also they go for like, let me see if I can get that chat a little bit better. All right, just the bases go for like 12 bucks. So that's not too bad. So I got those 2 sets at one thrift store, and earlier in the day I got all these. Now these are also Lennox Village. This is the Lennox Spice Village. These were 99 cents a piece. I'll just pull one out, but I got 4 of these. These don't sell for nearly as much. There are some rarer ones, but this one here is Nutmeg, and you can see the top comes off. And these ones are from 1989, I believe. Yeah, 1989. So it was kind of weird that I've never seen them before. And then 2 different thrift stores on the same day, you get all that stuff. So I got 4 of those. I got nutmeg. I got celery. I got ginger. And I got clove. And I'll probably lot these ones together and sell them maybe for $25, $30. The oil and vinegar will go by itself for, I should get 45 to 50 for that one. And I haven't found too many comps on this one, but I'm going to try to get a higher amount. but I'm not sure what they're worth. So pretty cool, good find, and I think I'll do well with them. And I don't know how fast they'll sell, but they'll sell. 99 cents is a great job, I think, on these little ones, even though they only go for $8 to $10 a piece. But if you lot all 4 of those together, I think there's 24 in that set altogether. But obviously there was only 4 at the Salvation Army today. I just find it weird that I found 2 different Lenox Village sets. I'm going to stick this stuff off to the side at 2 different thrift stores on the same day when I've never even seen them before. Now maybe I've seen them and just passed them up. But once I bought these first little ones, I recognized the bigger ones as being in that set, so I looked, and so that might be it too. Yesterday I picked up this for $10. This is a Sony CCD, I think. CCD TRV16. It's a Video 8 XR. This will sell for 80 bucks. I've just sold one just like it. It came with a bag, but no charger. This one has the bigger battery, which is good, even though it's an aftermarket, and it has a charger with it. So that'll sell for 80. That one's already listed. Always check out those old Sonys. That Sony there. That could be true, Dawn, the same person. That's what the lady at the counter said. I said, I just found another set of these today. She's like, well, maybe they donated to the same thrift store, or to several thrift stores. But the problem is the thrift stores are like 20 miles apart, and they're not the same chain. So one is a local chain of thrift stores, and one is a Salvation Army, which is not. So I don't know. It's possible. Anyway, so $70 on that camera, paid 10 bucks for it. My wife actually found that when she saw it in the case at Salvation Army, and we were surprised. Well, here's what you need to know about Sony. Buy it if it's cheap, because generally it's worth something. On those video cameras, even the Super 8, the High 8, the whatever, the 8mm ones, if they have night vision, which this one does, night shot, they'll go for a little bit more. But even a camera like this is a digital 4 megapixel, and then it's got an 80 gig hard drive inside of it. And this is my actual filming camera for like when I go to weddings and things. But even something like this is about a $100 camera. So, but that's also a Sony. I mean, Sony is almost a no-brainer to pick up, as long as you're not getting the really super old Sony Mavicas, because those don't sell for a whole lot. Those are digital cameras, and a lot of the digital cameras that are under, they don't do so well. But a lot Sony stuff does well. Digital video cameras do well. Not so much the film cameras if they're older. I don't do shoes, so maybe somebody should teach me, but I've picked these up because I'm sure you recognize that guy. It is Lacoste. I don't know how old they are. They look older. I'm guessing they're boat deck shoes or deck shoes. These were $2. The size is worn off on the tag on the inside. They're pretty good condition, except for they were definitely worn. But these should do really well. So Dawn says her thrift stores don't take donations except for the Goodwill. They take it's like pay by the pound. That's weird. These are actually Lacoste deck shoes, but they do look older. And I know Izod and Lacoste did collaborations, but anyway, I only paid $2 for these, and they're in pretty decent shape. I don't think they were worn very much. There's a little bit of wear there on the back side, on the back. I mean, it's hard to see in the camera, but they're good shoes. I don't know what they're worth, but for $2, I was going to pick them up because I know Lacoste is a good brand. So we got that one. That was from a really tiny thrift store that I go to about once every month. I know the lady who runs it. I used to work with her. She's a really super nice lady, and her stuff is generally pretty cheap. This was a Goodwill find. This is Lego. Anytime you see Lego, you're going to pick it up, right? Well, this is $2. It doesn't go for a lot. And it was open, and I knew it was open, but they had it taped shut. It's missing the minifigs, so I'll just put this in with my bulk Lego lots because there's not a whole lot in there. Some of the little parts do sell, so I'm going to have to research. But that was Minecraft. Also, at that really little thrift store, I got this guy. It's one of those electronics deals. This one should sell for about $50. The batteries inside are corroded because somebody didn't take them out, but it's really easy to get to. Rise and Grind, what's up? Shane, right? Shane, yeah. Watch out for fakes on Lacoste. Ton of decent fakes are in circulation. I'm not sure these are fake. I mean, you can see the embroidery is really well. The little alligator looks embroidered real well. And these are older. So they look pretty legit to me. I know some Lacoste stuff is faked, and I've actually passed up on some of the fake stuff before. It's sometimes easy to tell, and sometimes not even close. So, but those ones I think are pretty real. Although I haven't found... Yeah, the alligator on this one, Shane, looks really... It looks really good. I mean, it's not like... You know, if you could see it. I don't know how good you guys can see that. I almost want to wear these shoes. They look about my size, but the size tag's worn off. But anyway, these ones look really good, and the embroidery on the back is super clean. They were definitely worn for a while, and they do definitely look older. I'm not seeing a size in there though, because the tag is, you can see that is all worn off. So yeah, but they definitely look legit. I wouldn't have picked them up aside the fact that they were Lacoste and they looked legit. But I was joking around with my wife about this book. This is How to Know the Seaweeds, and it's by a guy named Dawson. Well, if you find this book, it sells for about $20 to $30. So it's just an old book from 1956. They made several editions of it. This one's a library discard, but it still sells. Most of them are library discards. It's copyright 1956, but a good book to find. How to Know the Seaweeds. A lot of these old reference books do really well. Oh, that science fair thing was $3, by the way. $3, and it should sell for $50. It does need some work, but I know some seaweeds. I got it as a joke, actually, but while I was joking around with my wife about it, and there was some guy looking through the books, I looked it up on eBay, and one was currently listed for $29.99, and so I went over to Amazon, and that particular version can go up to $30, so I figured I'd better buy it. And if it doesn't sell, it doesn't take up much room. I only sell books on eBay because I just don't do too much Amazon. And I have never done any FBA stuff. I would do merchant fulfilled. I have a couple things. I'll show you one thing that I have listed on Amazon right now, but it's all merchant fulfilled. So this little puzzle was 89 cents. It's from 1988. It's a remake of another one from 1981. It's all complete. I don't like puzzles if they're open, but it was only 100 pieces, so I put it together. Should get about 15 on that. It's the Hulk. Love the Hulk. We'll get this one out of the way. This is the second one of these I picked up in a week. The first one was the 50th anniversary edition, but this is the Deluxe Scrabble. Sometimes these go for pretty good money. This one looks complete. I haven't counted the tiles yet, but it's the type with the turntable. And I know Lonnie picks these up. I've seen him pick these up. Box is in fairly decent shape. It does have some minor issues, but nothing major. And it looks like all the tiles are there in nice shape. I have to restring the bag, but this string is in there. It was the Magic School Bus, I think. It doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure. You know, like cross promotion. So that was that. Sometimes these are good, and sometimes not so good. This one's not as good. The puzzle was vintage. Yeah, the puzzle was from 1988. This is a Franklin Spelling Ace 2nd edition. I have an older, or I have another version of this, still sealed, that has some other stuff on it that goes for about 80 on Amazon and about 60 on eBay. But this one only goes for 20 or less. But it does work. What's up, Scott? Red telephones. By the way, oh man, I'm making a lot of noise over here. I think I paid 97 cents or 99 cents or something like that for the Spelling Ace. It's not the greatest, but it will sell. So, I got this phone some time back. It is a red telephone. It should go for $45. It was in nasty, nasty shape when I got it. I paid $2 at a estate sale for it a couple weeks ago. Yesterday I found another phone for $5. On this one, all these feet were like rotted off, and the insides were trashed. Looked like somebody had taken it apart and didn't know how to put it back together. But I know the red phones do really well. This thing was so dirty. This part up here was all black. The receivers up in there were all black. So it took me about 2 hours to get this thing cleaned up. But I took the one phone and rewired it and put it together. More on Etsy. So this base here is from another phone. So I took it apart. It was a hardwired phone, so I had to wire the jack in. This I just left hardwired because I don't think it matters that much. They were both ITT phones. So, oh, you should have seen this phone, Dawn. Ugh, it was so bad. I think it was like an auto garage phone. It was like greasy and dirty and looked like it had been really left out in the sun. Not sun, but in the dirt for a while. There is a little mark. I don't know if you can see it, but right up in there, that's the only mark that is left that I can't get off. It had some nail polish on it. I mean, this phone was nasty. But it came out really nice. I'm going to take it down to my mom's because she still has a landline and check it. I'm not super handy. What I did when I took the phone apart, because there's just 2 screws on the bottom of these. One there and one there. And the phone jack wires in the exact same way as the hardwire, if it's hardwired. So what you do, what's up? Thrift in the Carolinas is in here. Cool. And Sam Dallas. Anyway, so what you do is you follow each wire individually from the hard line, and while you pull that one out, you plug one of these in inside the phone, and it's fairly easy. It took about 5 minutes to do. And I could have done it with this one too, but you know, put a jack back here. And I might, because there's a big hole back there where it's kind of floppy. So I might still do that, but I didn't want to yet. All right, we'll grab this one. This one's big. Hold on. Well, I'll do the smaller one first. This one's on Amazon right now. This is just a big box PC game from, I don't remember what the date on this was, 96 or something. It was older, but it's for Windows 3.1 and Windows 95, so it's pretty old. This one I have listed on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled. We'll see how it does. $45 is about where they go for on Merchant Fulfilled, and on eBay I have it listed for $39.99 or something like that. Maybe I'll show how to replace the wire in a telephone someday on my channel. I know I say I'll do that sort of thing all the time, but I don't, because this is not a how-to channel unless it's for eBay, but I guess that is kind of for eBay, right? I need to do that. It's really not all that difficult, but I don't have super chats in here, by the way. I don't really believe in them. I just, you know, I'm not here to make money on these videos. I'm just here to have fun, and so, and I don't qualify for them either. All right, here's the big one. This is Toe Mater. I'm sure you guys recognize him. This is a bubble guy. He makes bubbles. He's got a big giant handle up there, so you push him. So he's made for, like, you know, toddlers. The box is rough. It looks like they left it in a storage shed that was outside. It's got a little bit of bird shit on it. That's right, Scott's in here, so that's pay enough for me, right? So here's the problem with this thing. I don't know if you can see it, but it is dirty as hell. But it's brand new in the box. So what do? Do I take it out of the box and clean it up? Because it's still brand new. The tape is still on it. There, the bubbles are still back in there. Let me see if you can see that. There's a bottle of bubbles back in there. Everything's still in there. It's sealed, but it's trashed. This thing should go in the box. Goes for over $100. Out of the box should go for 65 or 70 or so. So what do? Do I take it out? I don't know. You guys tell me. 330 listings. I'm at 269 myself. I had more than that yesterday, but I sold some stuff. I guess if you did a $400 super chat, yeah. Well, Margot, what I was thinking about is trying to take the box apart, They've got some extra tape on there because it probably fell apart. But I thought I was going to could take the box apart, undo the wiring and stuff like that. And you know how they have it wired in and stuff, and then put it back in, because I don't know what the back side of the car looks like. And I would do compressed air filter, but it's so grungy. I mean, it'll clean right off. I can do it with my fingers, but I don't think compressed air is going to blow it off. It just looks like somebody left it outside in one of those really, you know, one of those little metal sheds or something like that wasn't really secure, and it got really, probably lived on a dirt road, that kind of thing. So I don't know whether or not I can get that clean without taking it out of the box, but it should do really well. He blows bubbles. I don't know how he works. Oh, the one other thing, and I don't know if I can fix this part, and I don't know if you can see it, but if you see between his eyes there, he's got a wrinkle. And I don't know whether I can remove that sticker and fix it, but I'm going to try. He still goes for $65 even with a little damage on him, so if I happen to damage it a little bit. On the reseller six-pack show, Don gave out a $400 super chat to Lonnie, and had 300 witnesses. Well, it's almost it's over $1 per witness. Maybe I do like super chats. All right, I'm gonna unplug this. This is another telephone. In fact, it came from the Postal Service originally. They must have donated it. I'm going to change the cord out to a white one because it's got black. But what this is a phone mate. It's made by, let's see, who's it made by? I can't remember. Watch company. Starts with a C. The box is in the other room. I bought it because it looked like it was new in box. Well, what they did, and I watched Scott, the bearded picker, say it the other day. What they did was put the old phone in the new box. But I did test this thing out fully. It's from the 90s, probably. I don't see a date on it. Probably from the 90s. This is model 9370. Still should get about $20. It's got 3 mailboxes on it. You can set date and time. So it's a phone answering machine. It's a little dirty, but not bad. It looks like it was an office phone for a long time. I tested out all the functions. It works great. This sticker will come off. Oh, the phone just killed me. What I need to do is take this one to my mom's and get the landline. It has this little pull-out thing at the bottom for extra numbers. So that's pretty cool. It also has a little battery compartment for a backup battery there. 9 volt. So you know it's older. It takes a 9 volt. What takes 9 volt batteries anymore? Some metal detectors do. So that was another thing I got. Should get about $20 to $25 for that. It doesn't weigh much. So that's pretty much it, I think. What else do I got? That's about it. That's what I got. And don't buy Avon bottles, but only if you collect them. So I'm just catching up with the chat here. Let's see, almost as funny as everyone's reaction when they figured out the amount. That's crazy. When you do a super chat like that, is there a way to take it back, or do you have to wait for a refund? Because I know that the reason I don't really like super chats is because I think YouTube takes 30% or so. So you're not really getting the full amount to the person that you want. So I don't know how they work with that. So is there a way to cancel the transaction prior to them going through with it? Oh, okay. So you got it back. So you can, in fact. Oh, they don't refund? So what would Lonnie would have had to refund you if you wanted a refund? Oh, that's crazy. Remind me never to send a super chat. 2 days. 2 days, I mean, that's a lot of money, though, to hold up for 2 days. I mean, for somebody like me, it's a lot of money. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to do that. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the coolest thing I've picked up in a very long time, and this one's not for sale. It does go for about $15, but it's my new office stapler. It is Sylvester and Tweety and a big hammer, and it's an actual stapler. It works. I got that for $3 at Goodwill, and I wouldn't have normally paid $3 for a stapler, but my God, that thing's cool. I was a big Looney Tune fans all my life. So, how did you get it back, Dawn? Did you have to contact YouTube, or I think that goes through Google AdSense or something? That is truly awesome, Sam. That is the best stapler ever made, and it works great too. It takes standard. I have these Boss Stitch standard staples. I was seeing if there's a number on them. It just takes these Boss Stitch, regular Boss Stitch. These are vintage Boss Stitch staples, but it takes the. Also, these are the Dollar General brand, just standard staples, 1¼ inch. So it's cool. I'll use it a lot. But I love. I've always been a huge Bugs Bunny fan. Sylvester was one of my favorite characters. Tweety, not so much. I thought he was a little bit. Well, yeah. I mean, they don't want to. They're making 30% off of that money. Why would they want to give it back to you, even if they know it was a mistake? So, I wouldn't want to give it back either. I would. Good customer service says you give it back, but they're not so worried about good customer service as we are. I gotta ask you guys in the chat room what you think of the new summer seller update. The only I wasn't concerned much about it at all. I did notice Scott and I spoke about running sales on our channel, on his channel the other day on the morning show, and how that some people just run a continuous sale and some people don't, like me. Now you have to wait 14 days to run a sale. You have to have it priced at a regular price, and then you can run a sale. What do you guys think about that? Scott says it sucks. I don't know if he's, yeah. The Veranda Files, what's up? To me, it doesn't make much of a difference. I didn't see anything in there that would affect me so bad that, I mean, we'll probably talk about it tomorrow on the show, but I didn't see anything in there that would affect me so much that it would make me run for the hills or anything. I understand that there's a lot of people who do the sales immediately. I don't. For most things, I don't. There's a few things, but I've tried it, and I just don't feel morally right about it. So, but I guess I can pull up the spring seller or the summer seller update here, real quick, if I can find it. I should know a lot about eBay, and I don't. So basically, what's going on is you can run sales still with your markdown manager. Let's see where this is. But you have to now wait. Well, I'm probably by the end of this month or in June or whatever. There it is, 2018 summer update. I'll look at it real quick. Let me see if I can do a screen share once I get it up. This isn't what I wanted. Okay. Give me a second while I stumble over myself. I think it was it under the shipping and returns? No, simplify. It shouldn't be there. Must be under the eBay stores one. Yeah, here we go. Okay. And they threw it way down at the bottom so people wouldn't see it. Store feature removals. I'm not finding it now. Give me a second, folks. I'm new at this, right? It affects everybody, but if you've watched my other show, you know how much research I do into things. Almost none. But basically what they're saying is now, I can't find the exact thing. I've seen it. Now I don't know where it's at. Selling metrics and shipping. Maybe it's inventory optimization. I don't remember which one I was under. I remember it was way down at the bottom, though. Basically what they're saying is now, instead of putting things immediately on sale, you must now list, they have to be listed for 14 days before you can run a markdown or run your markdown manager or whatever. So, which to me doesn't affect me much. I know that Scott runs sales. I know that Dusty does sales usually immediately. I know Rockstar Flipper does 50% off immediately. People like that, it will affect me, not so much. So it also says good till cancel listings will continue to auto renew. However, we strongly encourage you to update your listings so new buyers can find your items quickly and easy. So I wonder if they're telling us there that good till canceled isn't the way to go anymore. I do a lot of good till canceled stuff. So, and it's just because I will lose track. So I do good till canceled, and I've had good luck with it. I know a lot of people do 10 days or 30 days, but I've always done a good till canceled. But what they're telling you is update your listings. In other words, change something now so that people can still find them. I just now noticed that it's under the bottom of the inventory optimization one. So there's a lot of changes, nothing that really affects me much. The categories and stuff that they're talking about won't affect me much because I don't sell a lot of stuff. So just catching up on the chat. There's a lot of different schools of thought out there. If you do good till canceled, you have a better chance of getting picked up in Google search. And I sell a lot of things that way because I've been told by some customers, hey, I found you in a Google search. And I get a lot of first-time customers with zero feedback. And by the way, zero feedback buyers are the greatest. Never had an issue with any of them. Well, a lot of people think, Don, that listing something and putting it on sale immediately it's a perception thing, basically. So yeah, you're manipulating search results because you can filter by that. So I think eBay's trying to fight that because people are putting things on 50% off sale immediately, and that kind of gives the buyer the wrong perception, and I've never been a fan of it. I'm not against anybody who does it. I have had arguments with people over it, and I shouldn't because it's the way they run their business. But what's going to happen now is they're just eliminating the overpriced sale, because I know Casey, he'll put a product double what it's worth to what he wants out of it and then put it on a 50% off sale immediately. And I did have a discussion with him in his YouTube channel about that, and I said that's not right because it's not really on sale. You never intended to sell it for that price. So, but yeah, the reason people do these things is to get moved up in search results. And some people search by price, some people search by best match, some people search by ending soonest. So the reason Dusty ends his listings every day is because some people list by newly listed and some people search by ending soonest to see if they can get a deal. It's kind of like clickbait. Don's right. It's the same thing. It's the same concept as clickbait. It's not a real sale. When I do it, and I know when Scott does it, it's a real sale. But some people choose to do it the other way. Well, now eBay's just eliminating that. And I don't see a dang thing wrong with that. I'm sure there's going to be a big uproar about it, but hey, it is. Dusty ends his every 10 days, I think. He ends his sales every 2 days. What is it? Every 24 hours? But he ends his listings every 10, I think. 7 or 10. And some people do it every 30. He ends the sale 7 day. Okay, so Scott corrected me. He ends the sale every day, and he uses a 7-day listing. So what he does is he'll list it, put it on sale, run the sale for 24 hours, and then because it gives you a countdown timer and it moves you up in search. And I get that. So people like Dusty are going to have to change their method of... And I'm not trying to say anything bad about Dusty. He's a great guy. I've learned more from him and the guys on the morning show than I've learned from just about anybody else. But he's going to have to adjust, and he will. And because he's been on eBay forever, he'll adjust to it. He won't like it. Nobody likes change, but he'll adjust to it, and he'll be fine with it. and we'll adjust to whatever these other changes are. So, no big. Well, I would forget. One of the reasons I don't end my sales every day is first I just don't like doing that because I just don't. I want to give I don't want to give the perception that I'm marking it up just to put it on sale. That's number one. Second is I'll forget. I'll forget to restart that sale in the morning. Now everything's double priced and I'll wonder why nothing's selling. I can run a sale for a month or a week and still forget about it. So but I did take Scott's advice and did a 20% off sale. Here's the funny thing about it. Nothing sold from the sale yet, but I've had a lot of sales since I did the sale. So, and I know that the guys have gone through and did different tests on how different things work, and activity can apparently make more sales. So nothing that was on sale. I think one thing that was on sale sold, but the rest of the stuff that I sold in the last couple of days weren't on sale, but I did a 20% off sale. I'm running my sale for a week. See how that works. And then I'm going to try to remember to set an alarm and run them every Sunday. But anyway, that's the only contention I thought I had with the update. Not even a contention for me, but I know it's going to cause people some problems. A lot of people were worried about the eBay becoming Amazon thing with the product-based shopping and stuff like that. I don't sell a lot of new things, so that doesn't bother me too much. And the categories aren't that much. Cardio equipment, cell phones, computers, humidifiers, internet and media streamers, major appliances, portable fans, programmable thermostats, small kitchen appliances, space heaters, TV, video, audio, internet and media streamers, TV, and voice-enabled smart assistants. And that's it right now. Now, there will be more eventually, but that stuff doesn't even affect me. So when it does, maybe I'll have an opinion about it, but right now it just doesn't. And it's, I think, for new products, not used. I don't think they'll ever do product-based, or what do they call it, product-based shopping with vintage items. They just can't. There's no way to do that because a lot of things I sell as one-offs, so there's no way they can do a product-based search that way. So do best offer and shoot the low balls down. Thank God I don't depend on it to make a living, right? I do best offer on almost everything. I do not shoot the low ballers down. I just counter offer them. I don't care if they offer me well, sometimes I do shoot them down. Once in a while. Depends on what I'm feeling like that day. But even if somebody offers me $1, I'll just come back with the same counter offer I would have came back with whether they offered me more or not. And sometimes I get that sale. And you'd be surprised that sometimes those low ballers actually turn into a legit sale. They're just fishing. They just want to see how far you'll go down. And if you just automatically decline them, they're going to move on to the next guy. And so that's why I don't automatically decline. So Dawn says a lot of her customers at work are eBay, PetPaw, and Google employees. Oh, wow. Need to start asking some questions again. Well, here's the thing about these updates and things. The sky isn't falling. It never has. People have been saying it for years. So I remember back in the 90s, every time, even then, when they changed things, I'm going to go to a different platform. Well, what platform besides Amazon has really done us any good? eBay and Amazon are the only two that people like us can sell on and some of us can make a living at. And I'm one of them. Scott's one of them. Dawn's part-time. So Etsy's a great place if you want to sell certain things. Bonanza, I used to fall for all the eBay is scamming us out of our money crap. So I was in the first 50,000 people that signed up for Bonanza. And I sold, over my lifetime of my Bonanza account, I don't use it anymore, 3 items. That's it. And it took like 3 or 4 months to sell the first one. So, yeah, it didn't work for me. And then I left eBay for a long time because I thought, well, people were scamming me and things. They weren't. If there was a problem, it was almost always my fault. Or, once we get older, I learned returns happen. Big deal, So I may read some of the comments in some of these boards. I do not ever go to the eBay message boards ever on eBay. Those boards, don't ever go there because it's all anti-eBay, so I don't like that. I need a mix. But I've learned over the years that eBay isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and if they do, then we'll move on then. But right now, no. Thrift to Carolina says, yep, and then I change price of auction so they pay right then to too many non-paying bidders from offers. I have very low non-paying bidders from offers, almost never. So I don't know why some people get them and some people don't. Almost all of my offers go through. I do have one that hasn't paid. It was just a small offer. Maybe one in 20 or 30 or so. No, that was my mother messaging me. I had a person message me today who is a relative of my wife who also has people in his family line with my last name. So he was trying to see if there was a connection there. And so I was asking my mom some questions. Okay, it's awesome that you can resell on time. Full-time and be self-employed. It's awesome. It is, but my wife picks up the slack. She has a job. She's a nurse's aide. She makes more money than I do. I'm getting there. But between the two of us, we do all right. Now, we're still not to where we need to be, but we're doing all right. I mean, I bought a house. I bought a car. I pay my car with my eBay money. So, and I pay like 2.5 times my car payment every month just so that I can get it paid soon. You need a wife or something? Hey, in this day and age, I guess it doesn't matter. Go ahead, go for it. Whatever makes you happy. Yeah, Drifting the Carolinas has been hearing it since 1998. There's always going to be you're going to hear more of the bitchers than you are the people who praise it. And what other platforms do we have besides eBay and Amazon? And eBay for me more because I don't do a lot of Amazon. What other platforms do we have that we can make a full-time living? Dawn says she's had a return, her first return ever since the onset of eBay, and it was from Poshmark. It happens, yeah. It happens. And yeah, Dawn, I agree. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I love what I do, and I do make a little bit more than I made when I was actually employed. What is this Amazon you speak of? It's that thing. It's that other selling platform that I heard that people can make money if they have new stuff and nice stuff. Not like the crap I sell. So somebody like you, Scott, would probably do well on Amazon. You should give it a shot. You find all that, nice new stuff. I think Poshmark is actually going to be a great platform eventually for clothing sellers. I'm not much of a clothing seller. I sell clothes, but not much. And I don't say that about a lot of the platforms, but if you can niche it out like that, and for the younger people, I think it'll be great for them eventually. They're gonna go through the same things that eBay, Amazon, and any other selling platform went through. Same with Mercari and all those things. But I think Poshmark is probably where the clothing sellers should go. eBay is just not the platform for that. Now, some of the vintage clothes like I sell, it's okay for. But the market is so doggone flooded that it's just not working. And some of the stuff that I sell, even the vintage stuff, would probably do better on Etsy. But I'm not a big fan of Etsy. So, I mean, I do it. I've done it. I've sold things on Etsy. I've sold handmade things on Etsy. But I don't like to do it anymore. Sold about $2 million there in the past 3 years. Well, what's holding you back? That seems pretty low. But I've been blabbing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why people are even watching me. So I'm going to let it... Oh, the Thrift in the Carolinas laughed at me. Oh, no, I think she's laughing at Scott. Good. Or he. She? He. I can't tell from a little tiny. These little pictures are so small, I can't even see who's in them. I wanted to do Amazon, and then they started changing a lot of things, gating a lot of categories, and it scared me. I do sell a little bit of merchant fulfilled, but it's few and far between, and only when it's going to be a lot more than I'm going to get on eBay for a new sealed product like that game. That's the only reason I'm selling that on Amazon. But I have it cross-posted on eBay too, so I'll take it down. I don't cross-post ever, but that particular one I wanted to. The rank is not great on Amazon, I know that, but we'll get there with it. And Scott has been concentrating on eBay a lot lately, which surprises me. I mean, you do so well with Amazon, but hey, it is what it is. eBay, you get to stay home though, or at least more. I can go within 30 miles of my house and hit 10 thrift stores and 600 yard sales on a weekend, and I don't have to drive all the way to Las Vegas and back to make money. Amazon's a little bit different if you want to be at Scott's level or even higher. So. Yeah, I think if you wanted to be really successful at Amazon, you can't do it like we do our eBays, where we're going out even daily to thrift stores. You're just not going to find the volume of stuff. You have to do it like Scott does and do retail arbitrage, or you're not going to make, I mean, yeah, you can make good money, but you're not going to make the money that that you want to. You're not going to make it a full-time thing, I don't think. Of course, I could be wrong. But all right, guys, I know you're having fun in the chat here, but I'm going to get going. I was supposed to work tonight. I got a really bad headache, so I figured I'd do a video instead because, yeah, that makes it better. I don't know. So I'll let you guys go. We'll see you in the morning. What is it? 8 Eastern? 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and you can figure out the rest. I'm going to steal Scott's line. Do the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, do whatever that. Yeah, you guys already did that because you're here. Yeah, I have migraines, and I have them a lot. I was on amitriptyline for a long time, and it helped a little bit, but it also Sturgis outside my door, if you guys can't hear that. We live close to a park, and these motorcycles go by all day long in the summertime. There's another one. And tonight is the car show. They have a weekly car show, and so the loud, old, classic cars go by too. So, but anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Oh, by the way, I was finished. Let me finish that statement. That's another thing. I lose my the crazy card. I just watched your video. Good stuff, man. I was taking amitriptyline for a long time, and it's good medicine. It helped. Yeah, we have car shows every Thursday night. For a year, I put my Beetle in it, but they're boring, so I don't want to do it. Anyway, so the amitriptyline was helping me out, but now that I'm off of it because of the nightmares and stuff, I have to find something new. So we're gonna, and also I'm having these. I'm always fatigued, so I did some blood work yesterday in my arm. It hurt. Ouch. And they're gonna give me an idea of what's going on with that as well. So I'll give you guys a good night for the final time, and I'll see you guys all in the morning, hopefully. Laters.